As a founder of Ray, what has it taken from you to move beyond your own pain, suffering, and grief and reach out to help someone else's child, even with the loss of your own?
Reaching out to help other children is what helped me move past my grief. It seems like you slip in a hole. I slipped in a hole of total despair, and everything around me, I was in a web of sorrow and grief, and I don't even know how I got out of that. It was just the grace of God that brought me out of there. And what the Lord did with me, He allowed me to stand still long enough to look around. I had to stand there. I couldn't move. I was frozen in time. I can remember it as though it was yesterday. And to help me move past that was to reach out. I walked my community all around to just see what it was like now. And all I could see was just dead. Everything was dead. I hadn't even noticed it before, but it was the same situation. But until it happens to you, you don't stop to really pay attention to it. So I was forced to look at it. And if you look at something like this, there is no way that you're going to walk away without trying to make a difference and do something about it.
Well, I'm going to start with God. God was behind, for me, everything that I did. It was God pushing me. And I discovered that I became what's called a wounded healer. It was when we started our first program of people who had lost their children. And I think we had maybe between 12 and 15 women in that program. And it was through that program of helping other mothers who had lost their children, it's when I started receiving my real healing.
So why are organizations like Reclaim a Youth needed?
Because our youth are in just such tremendous trouble today. As we all know, the instability in our economy, the broken homes, the violence in our communities. And for God to take a woman who has experienced firsthand devastating loss, that of her son, and to have her be the head of such an organization is just a profound mystery, how God can touch someone who has experienced pain and then bring such blessings to so many youth today.
Organizations like Ray are so important because it's not about how you start the race, but how you finish the race. And when organizations like Ray can intervene in the life of a young person and help them see their true value, help them to see that it's not necessarily about all that you have now, but all that you can become. And that's what I like about Ray. It pulls out of a young person what God has deposited within them.
It's necessary for organizations like this to get involved. Whether it's your child, it's not your time yet. And we put yet on it because that is true. It had not happened to me when I would look on the television, I'd see these women talking, and I said, oh, well, they probably, and I would go on about my business. But when organizations like Ray get involved, they can make a difference. God told me that in 1991. Your son's death will bring light, it will bring triumph out of this tragedy. I'm going to get the glory, and you all can change some of these children's lives if you come together and work on it.
Organizations like Ray are needed because parents, it takes a village to raise a child. So parents
where children can receive a solid foundation and the type of guidance and direction that they need so that they really can become very competent, qualified, and just able-bodied citizens to really make a contribution to the community and to be the best that they can be.
We look at all of the young people we can impact as far as moving them ahead in their educational endeavors, and we support them. It's kind of like paying it forward. We understand that it is necessary for us, we've had so many blessings in our lives, to pass it on to the young people. So we are an advisory committee where we make certain that we are paying it forward.
Reclaim a Youth is making a difference for the students in Brookwood School District 167 through their mentoring program that is offered to all students in grades 5 through 8. As the superintendent of Brookwood School District 167, I can attest to the dedication and determination that Reclaim a Youth consistently demonstrates for the children of Glenwood, Illinois.